Alright, so we're solving inequalities with addition and subtraction today, and you solve them just like you would an equation, with your t-charts, your opposites, and so on and so forth. So let's look at example 1. We're going to solve using subtraction. We have x plus 3 is greater than 10. X plus 3 is greater than 10. Can you guys see that okay? I'm ready to focus it because I don't want to lose that again. So we're going to start with our t-chart. What's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. So if I'm adding 3, in order to undo that, I'm going to subtract 3. Therefore, these cancel out, leaving me with x is greater than 7. Now, you will have to check these, but we can't check them like we would normal equations because we don't have a variable equal to. We have a smaller inequality for our solution statement. So we need to pick a number that's greater than 7. I would just say let's use 8 because that is greater than 7. So 8 plus 3 is greater than 10. What is 8 plus 3? 11. And 11 is greater than 10. So therefore, this checks. Now what is my solution line? Is my solution line 11 is greater than 10 or x is greater than 7? X is greater than 7 is my solution line. Let's look at another one like this. We have z plus 4 is greater than 30. So I start by making my t-chart. If I'm adding 4, how do I undo adding 4? Subtracting 4. Therefore, these cancel out, and z is greater than -1. I need to pick a number that is greater than -1 to check this. Let's use 1. So I have 1 plus 4 greater than 3. What is 1 plus 4? 5. 5 is greater than 3. Is that a true statement? Yes. So which one is my solution line? Z is greater than -1 or 5 is greater than 3? Correct. Let's look at example 2. Solve using addition. We have -6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. -6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. What's the opposite of subtraction? Addition. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. Now I have different signs, so I find the difference. Difference between 6 and 5 is 1. Negative 6 has a greater absolute value, so you have negative 1. Remind me, what is incorrect about this? What is incorrect about that next line that I drew, or that I wrote? We have to switch that sign around. The arrow points, the arrow stays to what it's pointing at. Alright, so we have to check this one. We'll check this up here. Now, we have to check this one twice. Another thing we can remember is I have two symbols, so I have to check it twice. Because does this solution include negative 1? N is less than or equal to negative 1. Does that include negative 1? It does. So we're going to start by checking it with negative 1. So I have negative 6 greater than or equal to negative 1 minus 5. What can I do next? Two-line rule, so we add them together. We have negative 6. Is that a true statement? Negative 6 is greater than or equal to negative 6? Yeah, it's equal to it. So therefore it works. That's our check for the first one. For the second one, we need a number that is less than or equal to negative 1. So what is less than or equal to negative 1? Or less than negative 1. Because we checked equal to, we need to check less than. Negative 2. So negative 6 is greater than or equal to negative 2 minus 5. Two-line rule. Add the opposite. You get negative 7. Is negative 6 greater than or equal to negative 7? Yeah. So in both cases, this checks, and our solution is correct. Example 3. Graph solutions of inequalities. So A plus 1/2 is less than 2. A plus 1/2 is less than 2. How am I going to solve this? What's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 1/2 from both sides. So A, if I have 2 whole pieces and I only take away half a piece, what do I have left? 1/2. So A is less than 1/2. We want to graph that solution. You only have to mark the number on the number line of the solution. I'm not going to make you mark 5 points or anything like that. That's kind of a waste of time. Do I have an open or closed circle? What is it? Open. If my variable is on the left, remember I can use that as a guide to which way the arrow points. So is my variable on the left? Yes, it is. So which way does my arrow point? Left or right? Left. Good job. Correct. Let's look at another one like that. B minus 4 is greater than or equal to 2. What is the opposite of subtraction? Addition. I almost gave that one away. So I'm adding 4 to both sides. So B is greater than or equal to 6. Mark 6 on the graph. Do I have an open or closed circle? Is my variable on the left? Yep, so which way does my arrow point, left or right? Correct. Very good. Are there any questions? Sure? All right.